3310. These days, I like to call people whose head are not functioning very well, or they are Nokia 3310s, because that's what they are. Look at my cup. All of this is your, what do you call this? What is it? Turmeric. It's the turmeric, because of the concoction that I'm having in this cup. I'm just having a mixture of everything for my flu. Anyway, today we are not judging each other. We're children of the same mother and the same father, so we will not be judging one another. Tipi says, Madam Speaker, you think Okaba Mamuruti, the other things, the things you say. I can be a Mamuruti. I can be a Mamuruti, you know. And it will be a very good test, because then it will require people to test their judgment muscle, that they must not judge me. Hey, my home girl, my old buddy. Hello. Felicia Mukwena, we listen, we don't judge. Yes, we listen, we don't judge. Because, guys, I posted a video earlier on. Today I've been on. Okay, let's do the intro. Let's do the intro. We didn't even greet the people. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. For the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self love, and motivation. And if you are returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. Yes, you are welcome. Today, we want to talk about forgiving cheating without even judging each other, guys. And the reason why I want us to really break it down is because I think a lot of us are deceiving each other, and it's not fair. And the reason why we deceive each other most of the times is because, and I don't, like, guys, I don't blame you. I don't blame you as a person who, for example, who is married, when now they put the responsibility on you to know what to say at weddings, at gatherings where a new makoti is coming in. The burden, you know, that they put on you, that because you've been married for 5 years, you must know what to say. You must know how to advise. You must have learned a thing or two in your marriage to advise other people to make their marriages work. And that time when I was that time when for the past 5 years, you don't even know what the heck you are doing. You don't know whether you're coming or going in that marriage. You are just wishing. And now the pressure, because you can't even tell people when you are wishing, you never even enjoyed. I laughed at my ex-sister-in-law when she once said that to me. She said in her previous relationship, she was never even told that I love you. I'm like, my sister, what are you saying? How did you get married to somebody who never even said to you, I love you? And imagine somebody like that now, because they've been enduring. Their name is endurance. They've been enduring for the past 5 years. And somehow, because of your endurance years, or the number of years you've endured, people must now call you a subject matter expert. You know, this is why people need to go to school for almost everything. I think there needs to be like a course for marriage, you know, to say before you graduate to become a wife material or husband material, there must be some studies that you must do, you know, because there's no way just wearing a big ass ring this big. I even saw a picture, somebody Googled wedding rings, multiple steps wedding rings. I saw a picture of multiple steps wedding rings. And somebody was saying it's always this type that wear these rings who never even, you know, were always enduring. So I think degree, there must be some education that must be given to people who either want to get married or who are already married. Because there's no way we can just qualify someone to advise us based on the fact that they're wearing a big ass ring. You understand what I mean? I'm Googling something here. I'm going to show you now. You see now. You see now, my sister. This is exactly what I'm Googling. I'm going to show you now. It cannot be that this thing here, this thing, I want to show you now. It can't be. It can't be that this one, this nako ya job long gone.
And ever have hope. They do not mean or have hope in those things. And this thing, if a person preaches from a point of understanding that things where they are, you would not even understand them.
Yeah.
So say gore, I am staying here because I am hungry. Na hele na or no, go tsama mo lenyalong o ya kae? O ya kae? O jang ke tlo botsa ra se nna kolobe mos. Who said I'm hungry? I'm not here
Exactly.
for the hunger. And we get in married for different purposes. I'm
The
not
thing
in
is,
marriage because of
the thing is, Sister Wang, ne, the things which
Okay.
used to be used as motivation for people to stay in marriages, they're null and void now. So people need to find new reasons why they must encourage people to stay if it's not healthy anymore. You
And
understand what I mean?
I don't know what makes a person to say that go to stay. Yeah, and I agree with you because because of Bachabela Tala,
Hey,
Abu Bona.
like that
Because
lady,
of that
that lady what
character,
she
not even
scope, that lady what she scope, whose video I was interpreting was saying, Uri, you must only start complaining if the man is not paying school fees for the children or if he's not buying food. First of all, at this point in time, in this day and age, I'm buying the food myself, I'm paying for the school fees myself. So if I'm doing these two
I
things,
don't have
and
problems with those at all. So
so
now
so
when
so
you
so
say
now
stay in
if a man is still sleeping outside and is bringing me HIV, must I not complain now? Because the things that you are saying I should be complaining about, I'm able to handle that myself.
imagine, so now you need to stay for gonorrhea, for HIV, for other things, for cancer. Remember when you are staying there, there's more things that are happening within you. The
Julia is
STI that
requesting
you
that we
get
give
today.
Julia is requesting that we give SP airtime. I don't know whether she said time or airtime. SP, apparently we must give you airtime
You
because
said
me and Sis
time.
Tabs,
You said airtime. Sorry.
because
Even
apparently me
ladies.
and Sis Tabs, we never finish talking.
Yes, Ostabs has covered a whole lot of things. But also coming to the video that you've stitched on Instagram as well as the one that you were talking about here on TikTok. You know what? You get to a point. We were all being cheated
Okay.
at one point or the other, whether you know
Or you don't
or
know.
you don't know.
True.
And sometimes you find people knowing, and it's so funny in life that most of the people will know your business and you don't even know what your
You
partner is
always
doing.
find out last.
Yeah, you always find out last. I found out last.
Yeah.
I was a laughing stock all along. But also at the same token, what does someone's promiscuity have to do with you? You know, because when I found out, everybody knew. So and then when they were giving me funny eyes, I was like, but do you get where I'm coming from? But
Okay,
by
my
that
sister,
time,
let me
it was when
understand
I
you
was
well.
divorcing.
Okay, let me understand you well based on the topic of today. Today, I agree we're talking about being
The
cheated
lady.
on and what you do when you are being cheated on. So, are you saying, or when in your experience, you were cheated on, and you are one of those who told themselves, "Sorry, where do I enter in his buffet because I'm the married one or what?"
No, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
By the time when I was actually in the process of divorce, I didn't even know that it was based on promiscuity and all that, but everybody knew. I did not know what was going on.
Okay.
But when everything else was unveiled, already it was sour between me and him. And hear me well. As much as Ostabso was saying a whole lot of things for people stay in marriages, things that they used to tell our mothers are not relevant now.
They are null and void now. I mean, you can't.
They
The
are
inspiration
null
of why
and
you must
void.
stay.
And you should also look at the woman who was talking on the video saying that as long as Vana, they are staying for Vana. It was that man and you before you even had kids. And sometimes men, and you stay with a person who doesn't want to, and they unalive you. No one ever goes into a divorce, Madam Speaker, without seeing signs.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just come here and turn a blind eye on the truth. By the time you had divorce, there's already everything has fallen apart. It is bitter, you have fought, it is everything, it is messy, it is all these horrible things that are under the sun. But at the end of the day, let us not be in a position whereby we are saying that you're staying for the kids. What are we teaching our kids? Are we teaching our kids that they shouldn't love themselves, even if a man is going to disrespect you and not love you and treat you like trash and you must stay? Remember that some of us, we've got girls and boys that we are teaching. And the kids are not going to do what we tell them. They are going to
You
mimic
do what
what
you
we
do.
do.
Kitty monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, get a monkey see, monkey do. And also at the same token, we should just stop saying that, oh, he married me, he loves me. You can actually stay with a person that hates you. The very same thing that he liked about you at the beginning, it could be the very
Yeah. That is true.
And you know what? I don't think, no one deserves. If you don't love yourself, you will sit for shit. You will be disrespected. But even when things don't make sense, you will even come up with reasons. I know a whole lot of people after I divorced, and they come to me and they tell me a whole lot of rubbish. And you know what? You also cannot give advice because we're not.
That's the thing. That's why I said in the beginning
not
of
that I
this
want to
live.
be sis Dolly, because some of them hate me for that I left. And
That-
I'm like, but it's my choice.
That's why I said in the beginning of this live when I SP that sometimes, by virtue of you wearing a ring because you've endured, people think that qualifies you to be able to talk and give advice. And when you listen to the advice that is being given, like based on the recent interpretations that I was doing, like the interpretation of that lady, interpretation of Makumalo, you can tell, or no, man, just because you are wearing a ring and you're enduring suffering, it doesn't really qualify you to be.
Upset that other people stay in marriages because of Kala. Let's talk. What about those who are educated, who can provide for themselves, who are praying for the husband to stop cheating? They can feed themselves. They can do everything. They are even the men in the relationship. They are the husbands.
Yes, we've
What
spoken
about those?
about, I think previously we've spoken about Bomala Lampani, where you pick a man who is at the bottom of the barrel and he still abuses you and he still takes your car and he takes your money, he takes your everything. So I think ne, is
It
that
has to come. You know what? It's. I think we just choose the rubbish, and then no one. You know what? I had to sit with myself. To an extent that we end up even competing with the other woman.
yeah.
So what I want to say to my fellow women is that when you are faced with you are facing such situation, you must remember that it's not about the other woman, it's about yourself.
Yeah.
Your health is at risk. You are at risk of a HIV infection. You are at risk of a cancer of the cervix because of someone who is cheating, someone who doesn't respect you. So if you are in such a situation and you are having a difficulty taking a decision, you must always remember it has nothing to do with the other woman. It's all about yourself. Choose yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate your input. Sweet, short, straight to the point. User, we're gonna move on to user now. User, my dear, I hope you are a user because you have a story, a scatla to tell us, and you can't come with your real account, so you must come with a user 1 million. Okay, user 1 million is still off. We're gonna move to Precious. User 1 million is on a tea break. Guys, for those who have been watching on YouTube, I can see that we've got a problem of it going on and off, on and off. So what I'm going to do is once we're done with the live, I'm going to download the whole thing from TikTok and re-upload it on YouTube all over again. But anyway, that is that. Precious, talk to us, my darling.
Hello guys.
How are you?
I'm good.
We are also good.
Yeah. Guys, I think choosing yourself is very important. Because you cannot allow someone to keep on hurting you over and over again. Yeah, I know it's not easy to move on, especially when you have been with that person for a long time. It's really not easy. But I think moving on while you are still with that person is a solution, because marriage
So
is
when you are like Kuriso, you encourage that while you are still in there, start your exit plan while you are still there.
yes, move on while you are still there.
Okay.
Yes, because moving on is not easy for everybody.
My sister, if I may ask you, have you ever tried forgiving cheating in the past, and how did that work out?
I've been forgiving for many days.
And what does that do to you as a person?
It killed me. I lost myself.
Yeah.
I lost myself. And then I told myself, since I can't move on just like that and leave the person, so I'm going to move on while I'm with the person. Yeah.
Sure. I know. My sister, I hear you loud and clear. I think to a lot of people, especially those that are always on the receiving end, where they're the ones who are always cheating, they don't understand what it's like to have to forgive cheating. A person will be angry at you for reminding them that they've been cheating over and over again, because they don't understand how it's like, because you've never cheated on them. So think you are overreacting or you are too dramatic when you are always dwelling on the same issue. Which I remember I once had a conversation with a friend of mine who's a guy who says that when a woman catches him cheating, he always says to her, I'm sorry that I cheated, but if you want to forgive me, you must bear in mind that I'm not going to tolerate you having to bring this thing up over and over again. But if you don't want to forgive me, I will understand, because even me, if I catch you cheating, I'll be gone. And guess what the ladies do? They always choose to stay. They always choose to forgive, but always bring it up. Now you have insecurities. Every time when the phone is ringing, you are thinking this guy's cheating. Literally being cheated on, for me, in my opinion, I feel like it changes your character altogether. It's either now you're turning into this person that you don't even know, or you must now join the club and be a cheat as well. You see? That's the problem.
Exactly. It's very painful.
Anyway, thank you so much, my darling. Minky. Yo, some names, guys. Guys, Palamina flu. You can't be having names this big.
Rashmika, you always say this when I come on your live, and I'm already used to it in my life. It's my title. Even Mahua, they'll be
but at least I got to call it right. This is how I call it right, ne? I'm complaining, but I pronounce it well.
You pronounced it well. It's the Moshes.
Talk to us, my sister.
There's multiple factors that I want to say within this, right? I've never been in a situation like that, but I have experiences of other people that have been in that situations like that, right? One, women would say that no, it's not the same. The intercourse is different, the sweet talking, and then the men would come and manipulate and sweet talk the woman, and then they forgive. Some people, they forgive because of not wanting to go through the embarrassment of being a failure as a woman.
How did you fail when it's not your private part that you went to donate to the, like, psychology of women? We need to study a certain module before we get married. I'm telling you.
But besides that, it's also society. Remember, Mosadi Tshwara Thipa ka bogale. The same horror. Even if a man comes, don't ask him questions. Don't ask him his pay slip and
what nonsense!
Right?
Imagine
those.
It's many people. It's many people and other people who say, "Monna nyakiwi pay slippy." Aha, nonsense.
Those are things that also society makes them stay in relationships and forgive. Right?
Yeah.
Then there's also another saying that will say, okay, now the US has cheated. You will find outside that doesn't cheat. This one cheated on you once. You are going to go next door, they're going to cheat on you 10 times.
It rains everywhere. It rains everywhere. That's what they say.
And it rains everywhere. They bring it as a blanket approach that because it is happening, that means it's right. Apartheid happened, but doesn't mean it was right. Right? That other point. Another point is also coming. I even wrote a comment here. The whole day I've been banning. I watched Utandone's Temp. There's another factor of why people are staying. That, for example, you are with a person for so and so years, from a tender age to whatever. There is also a principle of grooming that is also there. Now, because there was a principle of grooming within that relationship, people then idolize to say that the man groomed the woman and forget that the woman also groomed the man.
Exactly.
It's a two-way
Thank you.
relationship. It's not my relationship only. Right? And just because we walked through this journey together and we groomed each other and contributed to each other's lives in what financially, psychologically, or whatever, you are not entitled to my life.
Yes.
You are not entitled to what I have. Yes, you may have contributed to giving me the connection. But I woke up in the morning and I went to work. I woke up in the morning and I built whatever empire that is there within this household. For these kids to go to school, for these kids to know a happy household, I also played that. For us to have a successful business, I also played in that. And doesn't mean that you own me. You don't own me. With or without you, and in every journey of our lives. But don't ever think that just because you helped someone to see the ladder or to climb the first step in the ladder, it means that you own that ladder. If you remove that person is going to die. No. Now, certain women, they forgive because they think that that man is the owner of that ladder. No.
Yeah.
So that's when people are staying and forgiving in this relationship. Society,
because it's only done to the woman. That's one thing I hate about it. It's only done to the woman. Why? Why is it only the woman who watches their life? Why?
Why? They're saying that Musadi kena rang lapa. If Musadi does not as a khale monna, you are wrong. Aswanaka.
Imagine.
That person can set decisions on their own.
A whole head of the house. A whole head of the house. Imagine. Yes, sis.
And that person has a brain of their own. You know the difference between right and wrong.
Mara, somewhere, somehow, when it's your fault or this person, if the relationship comes to an end because of their bad behavior, it's your fault because when you didn't build your family. What nonsense.
And another factor, it's also that we grew up in society of absent fathers.
Yeah.
And absent fathers. So a lot of people also get into relationships to replace the void.
Yeah.
And they get into relationships to replace that void. And now getting out of that relationship means that that void that I replaced with this person is also going to go.
Yeah.
Instead of you accepting the past of what happened and knowing who you are and what you have and where you're going, and not try to replace something that was actually not even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And face the reality of what is there and moving on and filling that void for yourself.
Yeah.
You bring someone else into your life to replace that void for you.
Because many of us, I always say, or many of us, we probably needed therapy, but instead we opted for marriage. We probably needed therapy. Like a lot of things that we needed and opt for other things which are more complicated than going for therapy. We could have opted therapy route, but we went the long dry in most cases.
I, for one, I'm married, right?
Yeah.
I, for one. And I grew, my parents divorced, right? And even also history of certain things of in the household from grandparents and my brother and whatever. I always tell people that had I not healed from the past and had I not healed from that void thing and all of these attributes psychologically and through counseling and everything, I don't think I'd still be married.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I would bring think a blanket approach.
Yes.
I would come into
With the
marriage
experience of
to
your
try
parents and
fill a
everything.
void. To fill a void and want this partner of mine to be my father now. To play other roles that he has no responsibility of. That must buy me flowers because now my father did not buy me flowers.
And it's, to be quite
I must
honest
buy
with you,
myself
my
flowers.
sister, to be quite honest with you, I feel like it's a lot of responsibilities that we put on other people's shoulders. It's not, it's not fair, honestly speaking. There are a lot of things that we dump on people that are not even qualified for those things. And we think that because we're in a relationship with this person, they should be able to handle this and that. And it's not always the case.
And it's not always the case. And also influencing. Just because my friend, the boyfriend or the husband bought her flowers, now I'm going to come in the household and I'm always going to cry to this man, hey, mom, they bought him flowers. Why are you not buying me flowers? They
We now
opened the
start
door for
comparing
mama.
with
Why
the
are you
other
not
people
opening the
from
door for
outside
me?
now.
That man now, because you're always nagging, I will go outside, because you don't love me for what I am. I'm not romantic like that. My romance is to support, is to be a provider in the house. But because when you want other things, let me go. Thank you very much and good night.
Thank you, Thermosius, my darling. Thermosius Minky. I hope this user here is the same user who left and came back, and they're coming back as user, because the news, you can't come with your real account. User, my dear. I know it's not the same user. This one is user 8. The other one was user 1 billion. User 8 billion.
Hi, Madam Speaker.
How are you, my darling?
Okay. What I want to say is that I feel like even when it comes to the marriage part, but what about men? Why should we be the one to suffer the burden? So literally, I disagree with that video. Women should stay and should not complain. One thing for sure, if you stay, you will die inside. If you keep quiet, you will die inside. Each and every time when somebody hurts you and you decide to stay, you will die inside. You cannot raise kids in a bitter home.
Yeah.
Because once you are bitter, there's no way that somebody around you or people around you, they're going to see the sweetness. No.
Yeah.
Let us leave this thing of we are staying in bitter marriages or marriages that have died long time ago.
For the sake of the children. In this day and age, who still does that, by the way? Who still stays for the sake of the children in 2026, bro?
There are a lot. There are a lot out there. There are a lot. They are still staying for the sake of the kids, saying there's no way to go. There's nowhere to go. Like literally, let us stop as women. Hore, I'm staying because of the kids. Stay because you want to stay. Stay because of you are at peace.
Yeah.
Because literally, you cannot say to us that you are staying because of the children are there. And you don't have who were you before the marriage? Let's start there. Let us ask ourselves this question: who were you before the marriage?
Some of us,
we're not born with this guy.
And to a certain degree, I even blame our parents, because some of us, we never really had an idea. Our identity has always been linked to eventually when you get married, because our parents would always say, who's gonna marry you when you are this lazy? Who's gonna marry you? Or when you are now cooking nicely and all of that. Now you're gonna be married material and all of that stuff. And when all of that doesn't happen now, or when it happens, you will hold on to it with your dear life, because this all your life you've been groomed to become this. So to a lot of us as women, it's like marriage is our destination. It doesn't matter how many times you graduated. For as long as you are not married, you have not reached your final destination yet. You understand what I mean? So there's a lot of unlearning that we have to do. And I believe that such platforms where we talk openly like this as women and men, it's really going to help bit by bit get to our kids, so that they don't have to suffer all of that like the rest of us. Honestly,
they don't suffer all of that because of a bitter woman. It's not a wonderful woman to raise kids. I mean, if you are bitter yourself, you can never raise somebody to be good, to be at peace. That person will know the bitterness in you. You understand? So literally, as women out there, let us have more talks like this. Let us have more platforms like this where we speak freely. Guys, ha re tlohelleng hore lebitla la mosadi ke
There's no
bogadi.
such, my
You know,
sister.
hashtag lebitla la mosadi ke empowerment.
Yeah, lebitla la mosadi is standing, be healed, stand your ground, you know, be empowered. Lebitla la mosadi is living a happy life, guys. You understand the
Yes.
luxury of just living a happy life? Hi, people are missing out, Jim. But anyway, thank you so much, my
And then-
darling. Yes, you were saying?
And then basadi ba leng hore ba gona moki, guys, ga re direng hore you become healed. If you have a problem, see a psychologist, see a therapy. But there's no way that in that bitter marriage that you are staying in, there's no things that such as he's gonna change. You know, he might change, yes, but who's gonna be bitter? Because who's gonna forget? There's no way that you're gonna forget. Once a man cheats, he cheats.
Yeah.
And then you'll always be there to remind him, Moria, when you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's hurting? It's you.
Yeah. A person who has never walked a mile in your shoes cannot relate, you know. So even if it's the person that actually caused you the pain, the fact that it's not them who is going through it, they can't relate. So get on. I agree with a male friend of mine who was saying, if you can't forgive me, then let's just leave it, because if I catch you, I won't give you.
That's the thing. Men love themselves enough to leave. What about you? Do you love yourself enough to leave?
No, we don't.
No.
We are thinking about the
you
children.
Want to see more.
We are thinking about the children.
So, the children, does he think about them? No, he does not. So, guys, I don't have much to say. Those are the words from my heart. Hore. Let us say, lebitla la mosadi, it's empowerment.
Amen. Thank you so much, my sister. We appreciate it. You have spoken the truth and the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And with that, we shall leave it to the next one, which is Nathan. Hello, Nathan. Sister,
How are you, Madam Speaker?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Sorry, just hold on for me, my darling. Just hold on for me. Just hold on for me, Nathan. You can do the reshuffling.
My aim was just to...
Okay, you can proceed. You can proceed, Nathan.
All right. Okay. So my aim was just to listen to the opinion of other men.
Okay.
However, I saw in the comment section some women saying that marriage is an achievement. Guys, it's not an achievement.
I think this debate, this thing is a thing that we need to have an open debate about. We need to have a separate topic about this thing to say, is marriage an achievement or not? Let's bring your points to say, why do you say it? Why do you say this?
Maybe, Madam Speaker, maybe I don't understand the word achievement.
Okay.
Maybe I need to look it up.
Okay.
Before I can say that marriage is an achievement. And I'm saying this as a woman who was married and is about to get married to someone else.
Okay.
I did not labor for my first marriage.
Okay.
Nor am I laboring for this one that's about to happen.
Okay.
It is not an achievement, you know, and to say it's an achievement, then it means that you're going to look down on a woman who's not married.
Yeah.
And we have women whom are not married because they turned down proposals.
My sister, even today, I'm still called a bitter divorcee, but I've turned down 2 marriage proposals since my divorce. I'm willing to hold the baton of being a bitter divorcee to a point where I even turned down 2 marriage proposals.
It's a choice.
You understand what I'm saying? So I hear you.
Yes, it's a choice.
I hear
you.
It's
a choice. I mean, I'm choosing to get married because I love, you know, like the family structure. I love a routine. That is why I am saying, okay, let me do it again. But you cheat, I leave.
Yeah.
I'm one of those, I don't tolerate cheating. Cheating is a deal breaker for me.
Can I tell you why I turned down my 2 marriage proposals, my sister? Because I believe in the same thing as you. I believe in a beautiful family structure and a healthy one. But I had to turn down 2 marriage proposals because I knew they were going to lead into divorce, because I could see the flags. They were just as blood red as the blood of Jesus. You understand? Then I was like, I know I'm going to divorce this man. So I would rather not do it.
Same thing. I remember when I left my husband, my first husband, I knew that if I don't leave today, if I don't leave tomorrow, no next week, no next month, no this year, but eventually I'm going to leave this man. So I'd rather do it now.
because, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. We see these things. And the video here, that woman, it's very sad that in the year 2026, she's still advising a woman that she should stay and, for the sake of the kids and not listen to other people. And it is very sad because there is so much more to us as women than bearing kids and staying in the kitchen and being the maid. I do not believe that a real man will marry me just so that he has an unpaid helper.
Imagine.
In the
Free
house.
labor. Free labor.
Free.
Imagine.
Free
just
labor.
for free. Back then, it used to work because I get. What did I remove? I think I accidentally removed the person who was speaking. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. Because I asked Sis Tapsi to remove. Oh, no. Nathan is still here. I asked Sis Tapsi to reshuffle the people, add people who are coming in, and remove the ones who have already spoken. She doesn't want. But maybe it's because I'm not paying her. Maybe that's why. Yes, Nathan.
Must come.
No. I apologize. I didn't see that at all.
Okay.
But maybe we need to also negotiate the payments. I get Nathan. Nathan is my daughter from now on.
Oh,
yes, please. Now,
okay.
Since Tapsi cannot run lying, they were trying lying and tell me you're my daughter. Once he does leave, and also, I encourage what the other speaker said, that women, we need therapy. We need to go to, for those sessions for self-love and all that. Because once you have a wound, your childhood traumas or daddy wound and whatever not, and you come in and you expect somebody to love you like your father, you will then forgive things that are unforgivable, and you forgive a person who has never asked for your forgiveness. Because now you will project the love that you're supposed to have for your father, which is unconditional. That kind of love, that is reserved for my family, because I cannot detach myself and say, okay, you're no longer my dad. But funny how we are able to close that door and say that because you did not raise me, I therefore close the door and I do not acknowledge you as my dad.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a man whom but when it comes to him, you are able to tolerate him. You're able to put yourself, to lay your life so low that you become literally a doormat.
Make it make sense.
His feet
Make
when
it
he
make
enters
sense.
the house so that he's clean. Willing to do that to ourselves. We perceive lenyalo as something that is the greatest thing to ever happen. The greatest thing to ever happen to me is the ability to provide for myself and for my children.
Yes.
And to have a paycheck on top of, another one, where else there is money, still money in my account. Anyway, that is an achievement.
Yeah.
That is true freedom. And I have an identity outside of my future husband, outside of my ex, outside of my children. There is me.
Yeah.
If you ask me who I am, I'm not going to tell you that, no, I'm a mother of 2 boys. I'm so-so's fiance. No.
This is the thing that my sister Owami is always speaking about, to say people who are Mrs. So and so, not in a bad way, Sister. I know you are very married, but what is your identity besides being somebody's wife? Do you have an identity outside being somebody's wife? That's why now when the marriage is not working out and the husband is showing you flames, now you're even embarrassed to delete that thing. And now you must find another husband now to replace that one, because without a husband, you have no identity. You understand?
Nathan, please talk to Pacey.
I'm sorry.
Now she wants to know my identity.
I apologize.
Should I give you my identity?
I'm so sorry.
Let's talk about this thing on Thursday. I'll give you my identity on Thursday.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sis Taps.
Yeah, so I left, guys. Now I was married. It lasted for 24 months. I left. He cheated.
So my sister,
I found
my sister, wait. So because your marriage lasted 2 years, you feel like if you give it months, at least it will feel like it's longer.
No. With months, it's short. When I say years, it feels long. So I'm like, I know.
Oh, so it's 24 months now. It's like a baby
24
now.
months. 24 months, yes. He cheated.
Hey.
I found a used condom in my car. So he took my car out. And then he came back very late in the evening. I was sleeping by then. In the morning when I woke up, I remember it was raining. When I got to work, I had left my heels in the car. And when I pulled out my heels to wear them when I got to work, there was something very slippery in my shoe.
Ew, that's disgusting.
And I reached in, like, what is that? And
It was a condom, a used one in my shoe. I took a picture of it. I sent it to him. Then I switched off my phone. I proceeded with my day. I worked, went home, got home, packed my bags, packed my children.
My sister, you are the president. You didn't even wait to hear the story or anything.
No, it was there. It was evident. I left. I went home. And it was on a Monday. On a Wednesday, he came to, because now I'm not taking his calls. On a Wednesday, he came to my workplace. I told them, ask security, please tell this man to leave. And they did. They told him, and he left. And when the family came over the weekend, I told them that there's nothing to discuss. He had sex with someone else. It's there. He had sex with someone else. He can't say he's sorry, because if he says he's sorry, I'm going to ask him one question. Did you not enjoy yourself?
Of which he did. That's why there's evidence now in the plastic that he did enjoy himself.
He enjoyed himself. So what is he sorry for? Is he sorry that he enjoyed himself?
Why must you be sorry for the things that make you happy, my sister? Why?
How can I eat ice cream?
Just hold on for me. Sorry about that. Just hold on for me 1 second. I'm back. Yes, talk to me.
Yes, please. I was saying, Madam Speaker, how can I eat ice cream now? I'm on a diet, right? I eat ice cream and I enjoy it. Then tomorrow I say to my tummy,
oh, Tammy, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry that I added more fat. No, I enjoyed the ice cream. I made the choice to purchase it. I made the choice to leave home, drive to the garage, go and buy it and come back. I had ample opportunities to say, you know what, though I desire this ice cream, but I shall not have the ice cream because I need to be loyal to my diet.
Yeah.
Same thing with a man who cheats. They have ample time to say, you know what, yes, it's not nice at home. Yes, I'm pressured. Yes, I desire this woman. Or there's not even pressure or anything. We are happy at home, but hey, I desire this woman. But they still have the choice to say no.
Yeah.
I owe it to myself as a husband to be loyal to my wife.
Yeah.
I owe it to my family. And that was my point. And it never happened. And that was in 2023. I left. I left. That was it.
I'm sure he regrets it to this day.
We are not even friends. He knows.
Yes, and I was saying, Nathan, you are very, very correct on that. Because you know what, us as women, we also need to put ourselves first, because you can't forgive cheating, because that person, when they decided to do what they wanted to do, they've put you also again into consideration, and they've seen that for them, it's a good thing to do. They didn't consider your feelings. They didn't consider
don't
how
care a
you
damn.
feel after the cheating. So whatever they did it with a conscious mind. They knew exactly what they were doing. So whenever, even when someone comes back to you and say, I'm sorry, they are not sorry. The only thing that they are sorry about is that they got caught.
Yeah.
Yes. And in terms of our families get embarrassed when you say in family meetings that no.
I left because of this. They're like, how you are not serious.
It's because of the society that we live in. They put this thing, marriage on a high pedestal for nothing.
Yeah.
But the things that we go through in those marriages, that's when you find that other women, it's difficult for them to leave the marriages, because now they're thinking of the society, but they're actually going through the West. So they tend to endure all the rubbish. And the more you endure more rubbish from your husband, that's the more he becomes disrespectful to you, because you're taking all the nonsense.
Yeah.
You're taking everything and you're putting him on a pedestal to do whatever he wants on you. So if us as women, if we could just give ourselves a chance of saying, I love me.
Yeah.
I am going.
You know what I said? I said,
whatever I want to do.
Yeah, I remember before I leave, I also even said to my family, I said, you know, the way I feel so disrespected by this man for what he did, I don't feel that he only disrespected me, but I feel that he disrespected the generation of women who existed before me.
Yeah.
by doing what he did.
Because now you see with this generation of men, they actually, when they do things, before they actually do things, they actually test the waters.
Yeah.
They
And
actually
see how deep is the water.
how deep can you go? So how far can I go? How far can this woman tolerate my disrespect? How far can this woman do whatever, do as I say? But the generation that we're in now, as we are now, we are not even supposed to tolerate that thing, because cheating, you can't forgive cheating, because cheating is something that was done when someone in their conscious mind, they've decided that is what they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, but let me leave now. But me, I'd rather be hurt by 10,000 men than be hurt by one man 10,000 times.
What about body count, my sister? What about the body count? The body's counting. The body's counting.
I don't care about body count.
My
As long
sister
as I'm
who raised
protecting
you.
myself, I'm being responsible and I'm protecting myself and I know my status and I'm maintaining my status. Nah.
Yeah,
Personally, as 19.
Yeah, okay. Marriage material yaphela kudala yaphela marriage material.
What I want to find out.
I mean, I would rather be hurt by 10,000 men than
you can't
one person hurt me 10,000 times.
My sister.
You can't find your happiness when you're
Jesus.
stuck to one man because I can let him cheat on me because I'm afraid of body count.
Yaphela marriage material.
I think I will divorce and marry until I find the one that will be loyal, the one that will understand that. To me, loyalty is everything.
Also, before Nathan also leaves, is that man who cheated, that respect and everything, that person, by cheating themselves, they disrespected themselves.
Exactly.
By
And
doing
also
what
again,
the
moment
action that they did. Then now you
moment it
expect
cheats-
me to deliver respect to you and portray. Remember when you're outside as a couple, we protect each other, we uplift each other. Now you expect me to uplift you in the public, whereas you yourself, you've disrespected yourself. You don't have the value to being given respect. You should have respected yourself first.
That's why they say if a man cheats and you forgive that man, no matter how many times he cheats and how many times you forgive him, you as a woman, your respect also again, it's depreciating because you are taking all the bullshit.
Not only the
Body
men.
count as well as he's busy sleeping with Nomsa, Valencia, Ritabile, and come. That's also your body count. So I'd rather make my own body count.
Exactly.
That's me.
So also that's the thing with that body count that the man is bringing. It also counts on you, my sister. That's the plot twist right there. So everybody bring their own body count. Thank you so much, my darling Nathan. Who has not spoken here?
Bye.
Being who? Who are you becoming, my sister?
Hi, Madam Speaker. How are you?
I think you see this position where I'm seated now today, where I'm laying on my belly. It's not a good position because I'm not serious. I'm serious with absolutely nothing. Talk to us, my sister.
Madam Speaker, I'm booking therapy tomorrow morning now.
Hey, what happened?
They are going.
Why are you going? Why? Some of us are supposed to be going, but we are lazy, so we are sitting back and relaxing on our stomachs. What happened to you, my sister?
Meaning I'm going on your behalf. Okay.
Why are you going?
Madam Speaker, years back I was dating this guy, the way he hurt me, literally I was losing my mind. Yeah? So I went to therapy, attended therapy, I think for a good 2 months. Then I met another one. Obviously, I was thinking the only way I can get over him is to get another one.
Okay.
It was amazing. The relationship was going so well.
With which one? With the rebound?
But yes.
Okay.
Along the line, I could see the red flags were there. But I just wanted
to get over the other one.
Have someone. Yes, I felt like maybe being with someone else, then I'll be fine. I'd completely forget about him and then be happy, But I was lying to myself. Papa, I'm on a call, ne? I'll come back to you just now.
The move, there's a wrong move and a right move in your moves, ne? Because the right move was to get over somebody. Are you calling?
Na papa. Papa, hanyane. Give me 5 minutes.
Papa, go. We are talking big people things here.
5 minutes. Forget my snacks. I'll buy tomorrow. Thank you.
So as I was saying, Muri,
I'm back, Madam Speaker.
you yeah, this little guy is not buying our skeleton. You had a good plan, my sister, when you
guys, I'm sorry about that.
it's okay. You had a good plan, my sister, when you found somebody else to quench the fire. Mara, the problem was you now took the same heart. You jump from the frying pan into the fire, my sister. You shouldn't have done that. Next time, when you move on to the other one now, you don't do that. Okay, you can proceed.
Madam Speaker, I thought I was just in it for temporarily, you know. But then it became nice, and then I stayed longer than I was supposed to stay.
You see, now we have another one. Hello, my sister. I'm going to
The guy is cheating like nobody's business.
Love you.
And
okay, sharp.
Late last year, I'd say the other lady caught us red-handed, because I was visiting him, and then around 3 a.m., the lady came to where he was staying at the time. And I didn't fight the lady. She didn't fight me. She just told me that, my sister, you know what? I sleep here every day. You must just know that your man is cheating. Your man is a cheater. I couldn't respond. I couldn't do anything. And then they were fighting, the guy and the lady. And then the lady left. I also packed my stuff, got into my car. It was around 3 a.m. And then I drove back home. And then there and there, I thought, okay, you know what? It has started. It's not going to end. I packed everything that he had left in my place. And then he came later on. You know, he told me straight, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. It was so painful. And it was very hard for me to get over it. In fact, I haven't gotten over it because now I've become a psycho. Every second I get, I literally go through his phone.
So that's who you are now. That's who you are today in 2026.
Sorry?
That's the person that you have become now.
Please don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I want you to say yes or no. Your answer is yes.
Yes.
You need another source of income, my sister. You need a side hustle. We need to talk business now. We need to start going to stock. I'm gonna go with you. Where do you stay? I'm gonna come fetch you where you stay. We go stock, Komarava start, and then we do online selling. We start selling these things because you have too much time in your hands. Where do you stay, my sister?
I'm in Free State.
I'm coming to. Yes, you can proceed. You can proceed.
I'm sorry to intervene, but I'll ask why. Why are you still there? As when you are sitting, even in the pain and what you're saying that you're going through, when you sit down and think,
okay, guys,
why
just excuse me for a minute. I'll be with you now. Now.
Okay. Why am I still there? Yeah, I'm not even sure. But when I'm thinking about things clearly, I always say to myself,
being bang, being man. Please DM me, my sister. Ne?